chill. I'm a wrist like just ski, chill. And I can't buy no flight, no. Look at my bust down shine, chill. Small, just made my flight. Make 100 bands up for the next show. I don't want to, just want. I didn't want to tell you that mama was. Many dollars cash just laying in the floor. All this I saw me dripping, she tripping, chill. I'm too rich to listen, ooh. I'm picking rain still glisten, chill. So don't lie, ooh. No, you can't stand the, chill. I ask you why, chill. Cut the check or buy, chill.
Cut the check, buy. Foreign trips, buy. OG. Lie detected, don't lie. Cut the check, buy. Foreign trips, buy. OG. Lie detected, don't lie. No. I ain't getting caught up with you. You should probably call your jeweler, cause now your diamond's cold. And they supposed to be froze. Ooh. Gucci on me head to toe. If you lie to me, I gotta let you go. Club, all the broke bag. 24, time to show 'em what that. Cut the check, buy. Foreign trips, buy. OG. Lie detected, don't lie. Cut the check, buy. Foreign trips, buy. OG. Lie detected, don't lie.
It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From State Farm Arena, tonight it's the Atlanta Hawks taking on the Indiana Pacers. The Pacers begin the game with the basketball.
Defense, let's go.
Collison. That pass stolen by the Hawks. To Trae Young. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Oladipo into the front court. Down just a couple. To Collison. Dwayne Dedmon pins it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Going the other way. To Trae Young. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Oladipo into the front court. Down 4. Here comes the screen. Collison to Turner. Nice pass to get things going.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
Dwayne Dedmon rocking the rim. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
Indiana with the basketball. To Oladipo. Sizing up the defense. Collison. He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws. Collison into the front court. Trailing by 4. John Collins swats it. Screen coming. Collison. Darren Collison missed his first. That one goes.
I mean, this is something everybody can relate to in their lives. It's happened to me while doing broadcasts as well. Sometimes you're physically there, but mentally you're nowhere to be found. We obviously saw one of those same things happen on the court.
That's no good. To Oladipo. Victor Oladipo with the slam.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. To Trae Young. For three. Trae Young bothered just enough there. Into the front court comes Collison. He'll run the offense. To Oladipo. Oh, he had him there for a second. Oladipo. Prince there for the rebound. Oh, had him going there for a second. Trae Young. Has a chance. Nothing's going to stop him in pursuit of the basketball. Referee blows the whistle. Jump ball coming. Substitution being made in this one. Collison into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Oladipo. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Wayne Dedmon. Huge block.
And that's like work for a guy with his ability.
Jumper's good.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
Here we go.
Trae Young. Thaddeus Young. Snatching it out of the air. Oladipo into the front court. Leads a bucket.
Watch the cutter, man.
To Collison.
Clear it out. Clear it out.
Darren Collison. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Trae Young on the pass. Stolen by Indiana. Screen coming. Collison. It was right there. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Into the front court comes Collison. The score 10-8. To Oladipo. Collison. The Pacers with 4 to shoot. Deep 2 there. Won't go. To Trae Young. Rebound cleared by the Pacers. Collison into the front court. Lead is 2. To Oladipo. Nothing going here on that drive. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw good.
All right, let's bring the fire.
Substitutions, Indiana. Substitutions, Atlanta.
And draws the foul.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Darren Collison. He's got 2 shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. Oops, he missed the first one. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. On the Pacers come away with the steal. Darren Collison. With that, he's 5 for 9.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
by Indiana. To Collison. Matthews. Off the assist.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping.
Oh, ferocious slam inside. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
To Collison. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Vince Carter. Nothing going here on that drive. And scores at the basket. Great body control, Jay. He was a freight train down the lane.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
And whether you're moving north or south or east or west, you got to be able to keep pace of the ball carrier and most importantly, stay in his chest. That's on the defender. It's way too early to be fatigued.
Oh, you can't do that.
Just a tic-tac foul.
To Collison. Gets to the basket and scores.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
Knocked loose, and that's going to get out of bounds. So it's going to stay with Indiana. Matthews to Collison. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Another follow, stays out. Cruises inside for two.
Okay, I saw a little bit of a handle there, but let's see if that confidence is still there down the stretch.
Into the front court comes Collison, up by 3. It's Atlanta ball. And he finishes at the rim.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Collison into the front court. His team up by 1. Young to Matthews. Off the mark. Full throttle, right to the basket for the deuce.
These two teams are matching basket for basket. If the pace of the game is going to be like this, I need to start stretching.
Knocked loose. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Alex Len, a couple of free throws on the way. A career 70% free throw shooter. Off the mark on the first free throw. He missed a pair of free throws. To Kevin Huerter. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Hawks with the basketball. To Carter. Here comes the screen. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Smothering D.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Alex Len sends it away. They've got it in the open floor. Into the front court comes Collison. Shot clock turned off as they get a chance to build their lead. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Darren Collison at the line for 2 shots, shooting 66% in this contest. And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Here's Atlanta with the basketball. Off the assist.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
That ends the first quarter. The Pacers have the lead. One quarter down. Long way to go. So buckle up. It's wide open.
And we're exceeding his...
All right, let's do this.
To Ken Bazemore. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
And the defender's got to take note. Otherwise, that shot's going up all game long.
It's Indiana basketball. Evans to Matthews. Probing the defense. Trying to make his move. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Bojan Bogdanovic at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 86% from the line. To Ken Bazemore. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Corey Joseph sends it away. 24-second violation. To Matthews.
Take that.
John Collins tips it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
And the basket good at the rim.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Shot won't go.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Easy pass to the rim.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
To Ken Bazemore. That's going to be out of bounds.
Oh, my fault, y'all. I'm going to get it back, though. I'm going to get it back.
Pacers with the possession. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Slams it down.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Joseph with it. Leads 3. Oh, he had it. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Free throw up and good. Gives him a 2-point lead. To Matthews. Evans. Here comes the screen. 5 to shoot for Indiana. Trying to cash in. Shot by Bogdanovich. No good. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
And they call it.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
That's his second personal foul. Team foul 3.
Evans. Not that time. The follow won't go either. Throws it down.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Here comes the screen. Great look and vision. Miles Plumlee with the block.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Count the basket.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Joseph with it. Down 8. Matthews. And the finish at the rim.
And when plays like that happen with multiple players touching the ball, the basketball gods will 100% reward you.
To Ken Bazemore. TJ Leaf able to recover with the block.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
To Evans.
Watch the pick. Watch the pick on the right.
Here comes the screen.
Back door. Watch that back door.
John Collins with a piece.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
To Evans.
Screen come on the left.
To Matthews. Wide open look, won't go.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Joseph with it. Down a dozen. Knocked loose. Nothing going here on that drive. And a whistle.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Substitutions, Indiana. Subbing in for the Atlanta Hawks. Number 11.
Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. That'll do it for the first half. The Hawks with a nice advantage.
It's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports halftime report. The Hawks put together a nice half and were rewarded with a solid lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Atlanta Hawks. The Pacers are in need of some changes at the half. They've been scrappy, doing their best to be competitive. We'll see if their efforts are more rewarded in the second half. These are the guys getting buckets for the Indiana Pacers.
Game track. Assists.
The Indiana Pacers struggle to play the angles and allowed too many passing lanes to exist. However, some credit has to go to their opponents for the way they move the ball. They've been taking advantage of this situation.
Player of the half.
The film speaks for itself. He's definitely the player of the half. Now he just got to give an encore to get his team to win.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has... All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Hawks have it. Trae Young surveys the floor. got it at the line. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Here comes the screen. Oladipo to Collison. Rebound taken by the Hawks. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint. Now the Pacers going to use a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Pacers control. Runner's good there.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Count the bucket for 2.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Has a look. Deep 2 there, won't go. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on, but the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
To Oladipo. 4-3. It's no good. Shots not going down.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Indiana with the basketball. Oladipo. Finish that. To Trae Young. Nice finish at the rim.
This is like a boxing match. If you fight against a great boxer, if he keeps jabbing you at the face, eventually that body will open up. You keep giving up layups like that, boom, a body blow is on the way.
Tough make through traffic.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
To Trae Young. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
Oladipo to Collison. That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
To Trae Young. Down to 5 on the 24. Here's a chance from long range. Tough shot. Well defended. Oladipo into the front court. Down a bundle. To Collison. A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul. Short jumper off the mark.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
Miles Turner rejects it.
Continuous effort is the key for your team's success. No one this entire ball game has quit on a play. That right there, that's what's going to help your team win this game.
Oh, and the Pacers come away with the steal.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
And he can't convert the free throw. Joseph with it, trailing by 15, and they call it.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. That'll...
Let's go, fellas. It's go time.
Oladipo. Down to Young. Thaddeus Young, very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
Short jumper stays out. Oladipo into the front court. The deficit now up to 5. With the flush, taking on all comers.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
I got ball. I got so far.
Count the basket inside.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
To Oladipo. Shot from in close, no good. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Alex Len trying to cash in on the 3-point play. He's struggled so far. Oh, he can't connect. Joseph with it. The margin standing now at 7. Knocked loose. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Here's Atlanta. Got it.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Oladipo into the front court. His guys down by 9. Nice pass to set things up. Dwayne Dedmon pins it. That's his 3rd block this evening.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Joseph with it. 9-point margin. Screen coming. To Oladipo. Dwayne Dedman swats it. Fourth this contest.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Looking for his man. And that one is out. Oladipo into the front court. His team down 9. From the painted area, won't go down. Oh, the pass stolen by Indiana.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. It's the Hawks with the basketball. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
The free throw is good. Finishing off the three-point play. The lead grows to 12. Oladipo into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Here comes the screen. Bojan Bogdanovic against the Ukrainian Len. Dwayne Dedman. Huge block. Oh, 5 now.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
And when the ball gets the defense rotating from side to side, you're bound to find opportunities for each other.
And scores. Strong take.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
It's Indiana basketball to Young. Not that time. Goes to the right side. Pacers secure the rebound. Oladipo into the front court. The deficit now up to 12. Alex Len snatching it out of the air. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by a Hawk. Young. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Missed it at the line. Over to the right side. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
You see, here's why versatility is so imperative for your offensive repertoire. If you're a one-trick pony as a defender, I know exactly how to defend you because you only do one thing. But if you have versatility, then the coach can put you in multiple looks within the offense, and then you can get it any way you want it.
Young to Turner. Miles Turner slams it down.
You see, Ed, that's the problem. When you have guys on the perimeter that can shoot the basketball defensively, you're taught to hedge at the driver and then stay home, which leaves the lane wide open for great jams like that.
Oladipo into the front court. Down 12. Young. To Turner. Dwayne Dedman sends it away. Incredible. 6 tonight.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
And coasting in for 2.
Stepping east, then stepping west, and laying the ball right down the line.
Covering all areas of the map. Joseph with it. 14-point deficit. shot by Bogdanovich off the mark.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Thaddeus Young, he's now 5 for 6.
Ed, I get it. I know why Indiana fans love Thaddeus Young. He's that guy that just shows up to work every day and is going to outwork you, outgrind you. They don't make players like that anymore.
Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
And a lot of passers usually have their head on the swivel, but ultimately, either you have a feel for the game or you don't.
Screen coming. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
No, I missed a short one there. Oladipo.
Come right.
To Young. Has a chance and scores on the step back.
The NBA's most improved player was a guy that always invested in himself, both on and off the court, but he always put in the work to be better, was a sponge for information, an insatiable appetite to be the best. But the difference is, he's believing in himself. Whether that's singing at the NBA award show or performing at the highest level on the court, it's safe to say that Victor Oladipo has officially arrived.
New blood coming in for both sides. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Now a whistle, and Indiana is going to use a timeout. They're down big in this fourth quarter, and a chance here to empty their bench. Great feed, sets it up. Ah, rocking the rim. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
And a nice finish at the rim.
One of the hardest working guys in the league, and that's how he got his money. That's his skill set. That weight room continues to pay off.
Lays it up and in.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
Nice pass to set things up.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Blocked away. The drive, right to the back, stuffs it down with authority.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
The Hawks are victorious as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Hawks emerged victorious after a tight finish. And how could I not mention all the shots they blocked in this one? You can see the confidence grow with each one, and it really fed into their success as a team. It was a pretty standout way to win. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Atlanta Hawks. The Pacers finished on the losing end of a close score. chemistry was clearly not the issue today because they were definitely sharing the ball well. Still, everyone knows they'd rather be sharing the joy of a victory. Check out the leading scores for the Indiana Pacers.
Game track. Field goals.
From an offensive standpoint, this was a quality game. The same can't be said for the defense. But still, it turned out to be an entertaining matchup.
Player of the game.
The highlight says it all. He's your player of the game.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show.
Here's our top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
These are the upcoming matchups for the Atlanta Hawks. On behalf of Ed Coyne and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.